execute. Execute on the things that they say they wanted to get done. Not what you want me to get done, my mother wants me to get done, my coach wants me to, but the things that I really feel like if I do these things, I'm going to be successful. Execute on the things that you said you were going to execute on. Like, yo, it doesn't matter if you grow up rich. You still got to play your hand. It's not like life says, all right, you rich, so you're not going to have any, your parents will never get cancer. You know, nobody in your family will ever have multiple sclerosis. Like, you'll never get COVID. You're rich. It doesn't work like that. Like, you still have to do life regardless of how you come into life. I dare you to come out of where you are to, if nobody ever influenced you, where would you want to be? Like, what do you want? What do you want to do? Not what they want you to do. If you could dream, if like, what would your best life look like for you? If you didn't have to impress your mom or your dad, if you didn't have to go to college because your parents went to college, like, what would you really do? And Jamal says it best. Your level of exposure often determines your level of success. Go to LA without going to LA. You can put the things on and go to LA. You can go on the computer. You can read a book. Like, you can get to sunset without ever going. And then once you get to sunset here and get to sunset here, you can get to sunset here. So for me, it's I got to get in here and I got to get in here. And if you let me into these two spaces, I can get you wherever you're trying to get to. Okay. You have an opportunity of a lifetime, and where much is given, much is required. So if you have an opportunity to be wealthy, to build phenomenal relationships, to start a business, like, you can just, you got LLC, nonprofit, you know what I'm saying, S Corp, like, you got opportunities. You got banks that you can get loans from. You can go online and sell stuff from online. Like, you don't even have to have a store anymore. A storefront, like, you can literally become rich from your watch. So it's like, yo, instead of you looking at everything that's not, look at what is. So absolutely, is there some stuff to complain about? 1000%. There's a whole bunch of stuff I can complain about. It's a lot of stuff that I can be angry about. But man, my grandmother died at 93, and a month later, my other grandmother died at 90. I didn't realize how quick life was. I'm like, yo, my grandmother was 93. I spent 51 years with both of them. They're gone. It's over. I will never be able to talk to my grandmother again. And I'm next. So because life is short, I don't have time to focus on what's not. I've got to focus on what is, then get up and go get it. And for me, it's like, guys, some of you in this room have opportunities that I don't have. Some of you in this room have connections or network I don't have. And I'm killing the game and you're not. So I need you to understand where you are. America's not perfect. I don't know if there's a place on planet Earth that is. So we're not looking for perfect, but we are looking for opportunity, and we have it. So it's like, yo, say it, because I need you to understand what you have. And then I need you to appreciate what you have. And then I need you to go after everything that's got your name on it with no excuses. Be like, yo, we have opportunity. Whatever you do, don't waste it. Don't cry about it. Get up and go make it happen. I tell people, like, look at the tragedies and say, yo, you thought well enough for me to come at me? Batman, you trained in the dark. They ain't say I was born in the dark. This is what I do. Cut all the lights off if you want to. You're not gonna stop me because you got all the lights. Like, this is where I thrive. And I'm saying, if you're a real human, because we are a little different than some of the other things that were created. We have a will. There's some things that we have. I'm like, activate it. Instead of crying and quitting and giving up again, we're going to go through pain. All of us won't get a reward from it. I got a reward for mine. Like, for every challenge that exists, prepare yourself for it. Don't go into it unprepared. The man or woman who's unprepared for a challenge will probably not come out of it the way he or she wants to come out of it. You have a better chance. I'm not telling you that stuff can't happen to you, but you have a better chance if you are prepared for it, which is why I went and got a PhD. Why? Because I felt like, talent-wise, you were prepared to be one of the greatest speakers in this generation. But language-wise, you are not prepared to be one of the greatest speakers. Diversity-wise, you are not prepared. You grew up in Detroit, which is probably the most segregated city in the United States of America, for where you want to be. So as a human, why wouldn't I every day try to be the best version of me, or at least every year? Yes, it takes a lot of work to become a new model, but it also takes a lot of work to suck, to be average. It takes a lot of work to do that as well.